having a conversation with Zaki Baruti, with your host Zaki Baruti, and like I always want to give a shout out to my biological family. What's happening? To the Universal African Peoples Organization family, what's going on, and to New Life Evangelistic Center family headed by Reverend Wright. Keep up the great work. And a shout out to our amazing cameraman Bob. On that note, we'll have another great show because in studio with me is the beautiful Queen Dr. Carla Wright, who's a member of the Universal African Peoples Organization and coordinator of Juneteenth Parade and celebration.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Conversation with Zaki Baruti.
Thank you,
Dr.
thank
Wright.
you. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing there this day? All right, with that said, just as a reminder to people about a little bit about your background, family background, historic background, wherever you want folks to know of Coffee Wright, would you please share?
Well, yeah. First of all, I'm a great-grandmother.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. A mother of two, one granddaughter and one great-grandson. I'm also an activist as well as an advocate for seniors and children mostly. I'm the director of the Juneteenth Holiday Incorporated, and we are one of the oldest, I would say, Juneteenth organizations in America. We've been fighting for the past 26 years for Juneteenth to be a holiday, and we finally were able to make it happen in 2021. So I'm proud of that because I'm a member of the national organization, NJOF, and we have...
And what's the national organization again?
It's NJOF.
What is NJOF?
And that's the National Organization Foundation for Juneteenth.
Okay.
And so we were put together by Reverend Doc Myers, and it's at least one of us in every state. Some states like California and Texas may have 2 or 3 of us. And before Zoom calls were even out, we've been doing conference calls 6 days a week. And we were under, like I said, Doc Myers. It was his vision to make Juneteenth a holiday. And we supported that vision. And so we continue we would collaborate on what we want our Juneteenth events to look like and how to help each other make that happen. And we always did it at our own expense. So,
and that's in each state then serving as state directors, is that
right? Juneteenth National Observance Foundation.
Okay.
And so each state has a state director, and as I said, some
and
states
you were
have
the state director for Missouri.
I still am. I'm a state director for Missouri. Been
Okay.
a state director for 26 years now,
then.
and it was a lot of work. I wasn't there at the White House when Biden signed because that was also the day we buried my mom, so it wasn't a hard call what to do that day. But we're still active. And we're excited that more people are recognizing Juneteenth. Because at first, I only knew of 1 or 2 places in St. Louis that was actually celebrating Juneteenth. But my family on my dad's side has been doing it all my life. And then on my mother's side, they were more or less recognizing 4th of July.
So by your father and mother kind of already into Juneteenth, so that kind of impacted you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And my cousins more so than even my parents, but my cousins, they really impacted me. And one of them is deceased now, Thaddeus Kennedy. He really put a strong impact on me. He did St. Louis's first unofficial Juneteenth parade when I was a little girl. And I was able to do the first, St. Louis's first official, where we put paperwork and all of that, and that was in 2016. And so I'm proud of that. I'm also the writer of the Juneteenth National Anthem. And I'm just looking forward to Juneteenth continuing to grow. And like I said, we'll be having our parade and celebration it'll be coming up on the 20th of June, Saturday before Father's Day. And it's going to be huge.
I know that's right. So for those who may still need to be educated about the concept of Juneteenth, please share the historical context of Juneteenth.
Well, the word came about in Texas, Galveston, Texas, when the enslaved people realized they were free.
And how did they realize they were free?
Well, it was 2 months after the Civil War had ended. It ended in April. And the first...
April of 1865.
April of 1865, correct. And the first general or soldier that was sent to inform them, he didn't make it. I think someone assassinated him. But they sent out another one. And so when they found out, they had what they called a jubilee. They celebrated. They were, as we do, party, play music, eat, have a nice time. But more than anything, network. supported each other, information. And to me, that's what Juneteenth is about. It's not just one big old party. And I want people to know that. Have your Juneteenth celebrations. We encourage that. But also educate people on Juneteenth is about when the people were free. Juneteenth freed the people. And that was thanks to our United States soldiers, and we have to salute the colored troops. Because if it wasn't for the colored troops, some say 229,000, some say it was close to 400,000 black men and over 400 black women that joined the Civil War, that changed the entire trajectory of the Civil War.
And when they joined the Civil War, they joined on the side of what was called the Union Army.
Absolutely.
Which was led with the presidency of Abraham Lincoln, fighting the Confederacy.
That's
right.
And
at that time, before they joined, actually, the Union was losing
the Union. Look, and the war was the white boys from the North against the white boys from the South. Let's just call it what it is. And the ones from the North were more businessmen. The South was the country bumpkins, they can shoot a bird out the air backwards with their, with their musket or whatever. But anyway, the South was winning, and they didn't want to win. Who wants to lose? So Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Martin Delany, a couple other people kept pressuring Abraham Lincoln, you have to let the colored folks in. You want to win this because you're losing, bro.
Yeah.
So he finally decided to do that. So it wasn't the Emancipation Proclamation that freed us. What freed us was when he changed the trajectory of the war by allowing the colored folks, which are the black people, just call it what it is, allowing us, our black men, to be a part of that Union war. Although they were still separated. They had the black barracks, they had the white barracks. But together, they came together and they kicked butt.
I know that's right. We're going to have to take a quick break.
May God bless all you faithful listeners and viewers of the Zaki Baruti Show as you reach out and help those in need. Right now at the New Life Evangelistic Center, not only do we have to feed hundreds of people every day that are sleeping outside, but many that are coming to our facilities, for example, in Springfield, Missouri, and those that are getting help through our safe houses and outreach centers at the New Life Evangelistic Center throughout the greater St. Louis area. They all have to be fed, and they don't get their food stamps, they don't get direct assistance. We have to just continue to reach deeper and cry out further unto the Almighty God to work through caring people like you. So I'm asking you to please let God's light and love flow through you at this time. Bring your food to 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri, 806 North Jefferson, and Springfield. Please send your tax-deductible gifts now to New Life Evangelistic Center, P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri, that's 63166. And when you send your gift in, ask for a free copy of the new Zoa free paper. All kinds of testimonials are in here, all kinds of inspirational articles. Again, please pray for New Life Evangelistic Center. Please send your much-needed tax-deductible gifts so we can feed the hungry and help the homeless. To New Life Evangelistic Center, P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri, that's 63166. And when you do, ask for a copy of the New Life Zoa free paper. Your faith will be stirred, and you will have an opportunity to help so many right now that don't know what to do or where to go. We're encouraging them to trust in the Lord with all their heart. He'll never leave nor forsake them. And we're also directly trying to help them in their time of need. Please continue to pray for New Life Evangelistic Center. Please continue to share at this time and know that your gift goes a long way as you pray, care, and share with the center that's on the front lines.
Hear this, you who trample the needy and do away with the poor of the land. Let justice roll on like a river, righteousness like a never-failing stream. You trample on the poor and force him to give you grain. Therefore, though you have built stone mansions, you will not live in them. Though you have planted lush vineyards, you will not drink their wine. For I know how many are your offenses and how great your sins. You oppress the righteous and take bribes, and you deprive the poor of justice in the courts.
Welcome back to Conversation with Zaki Baruti. In the studio with me is Dr. Carla Wright, who's the director and coordinator for the Juneteenth annual parade and rally that will be taking place in June.
That's right. It's the Juneteenth parade, Juneteenth holiday parade and celebration. And so we're looking forward. We're excited. My excited is excited.
I know that's right. Going back to the historical context of Juneteenth, and as you made mention, the Civil War with black troops being part of the Union. There was a large encampment of black soldiers right here in the city of St. Louis. Explain that and where that took place.
Absolutely. They didn't teach us this in the public school system, and even if you went to private school, you may not have known. But Missouri was one of the battlegrounds for the Civil War, as we know. And the colored troops, which are the black men, they lived right in Fairgrounds Park. It was called Benson Barracks. And just so happened, I've been owning land, what one would say is across the street from Fairgrounds Park, but what I would say and what is proving in effect is actually in the center of Fairgrounds Park, because Fairgrounds Park was double the size it is now. So we actually have sacred land where our colored troops lived, ate, slept, was medicated, and all of that.
Approximately how many would you say? Did you have any idea?
I think it was over 2,000 of them.
Okay.
Lived right there.
And it's a doggone shame. In the books, the students graduate, especially from around that area.
Beaumont High School, right across the street, which I attended.
And had no idea.
Had no idea.
Again, that speaks to the lack of proper history being taught in the public schools.
Absolutely. I grew up a block from Fairgrounds Park. I was educated. I graduated from Ashland Grade School, which is 3 blocks from Fairgrounds Park. My granddad fished in Fairgrounds Park. He and his buddies, we ate from Fairgrounds Park, but we never knew our ancestors lived in Fairgrounds Park.
Right. Now, going back to the Juneteenth celebration, what would be taking place on that date? And that's on June the 20th.
Saturday,
day
June
before
20th.
Father's Day.
The day before Father's Day,
So
absolutely.
what would be taking place?
Well, we will have a parade. We have 5 floats and many cars that are participating. We welcoming everyone else, anybody that wants to be a part of it. Again, it's about information, network, and support. So I don't care if you needed a kitchen beautician. I say come aboard. We have to stand up. We have to celebrate our freedom and honor the work that our ancestors did for us to be free. We need to let everybody know your business exists, your organization exists, your club, your group, your fraternities, your sorority, whatever. Join the parade, because we'll be going down Page starting at the YMCA, about 5500 Page, and we'll be headed east.
Wait a minute, so let's slow down. So you'll be gathering
On Page, 5500 Page, which
is the YMCA.
YMCA. But just line up anywhere on Page, because we're taking it all the way down to the 4400 at Beckett Park.
Okay.
And ultimately we'll have the celebration. But unlike other parades where you're waving and kissing the baby and it's over and you go about your business, no. After this parade, we celebrate in the park. We have top local bands. One would be the Kenny Black Band, the Black and White Band. We have the St. Louis's top local performers, Tammy Jefferson, Mama Nita, Nitra, Light Skin Nitra. We have everybody. Mike, Billy Anderson. We have a lot of known artists that are going to be local artists that are going to be performing for us. Theta Rock. We also have Puddin' Pie. But anyway, more than that, we have reenactors there that's going to give us information. We even have an Abraham Lincoln that's going to read the Emancipation Proclamation. We have someone that will be reading the 14th and the 13th Amendment. We have a queen. We always pick a queen. One year we had Frankie Freeman. We had Dick Gregory. We had Ollie Stewart. This year our queen.
Dick Gregory is not a queen. You mean he's
king.
a king?
He was our king. We have a queen and a king family. We recognize both because it takes 2, right?
Right.
And that's how reproduction is done. So we honor our black men and women.
So you'll be at, after the parade, you'll be at Beckett Park?
We'll be at Beckett Park, but also you can't leave out our Grand Marshal.
Oh, and who's the Grand Marshal?
Yours truly, family. We have President General Zaki Baruti as the Grand Marshal, because there is hands down, there is no activist as strong, as powerful, and has been around as long as you are, speaking truth to power and backing your word, standing on your ground. So we are honored to have you. And I'm honored to be a member of UAPO family. I am so honored because we have a solid base. Our core group is solid. I'm not a core member. People think that I'm Miss UAPO. I'm not. I'm a member, but I'm a proud member. And we have a strong foundation. And that's what keeps the membership going. And we invite you to join, family. We're going for 144,000 members. So.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm so honored also to be the Grand Marshal. Along with myself, you have some other people that are serving in key positions. What are they?
Yeah, well, again, the queen is Miss Sweetie Pie.
Miss Sweetie Pie.
Robbie Montgomery. None other than Miss Robbie Montgomery. Shout out to you, Miss Robbie. Miss Robbie is our queen for 2026, and none other than President from Better Family Life, Mr. Malik Ahmad.
Right.
So we are so happy that man has put in his work. He and Deborah both, actually.
Right. His wife.
His wife, you know.
Right.
And so those are our king. That's our king, our queen, and our grand marshal. We also we're having our buffalo. We have an 8-foot long buffalo standing about 6 feet tall. The buffalo will be there from the Color Troops Park. The Color Troops Park family is the park we were speaking of across the street from Fairgrounds, where our Color Troops lived. It's called the Color Troops Buffalo Soldiers 13th Amendment Park. As a matter of fact, you probably can't see this family, but this is a button. We have special buttons and we have bricks. And so this parade and this Juneteenth event, it's also a part of the Color Troops Buffalo Soldiers Park. Absolutely. So yeah,
Okay.
you'll get to see the buffalo. You get to see the cannon. We have a cannon with a 12-foot barrel, Zaki.
I know that's right there. Also, Dr. Wright, you received an award or some kind of recognition from the St. Louis City for your efforts around Juneteenth. Am I correct?
Absolutely. I've received a proclamation. Actually, I have 3 proclamations from St. Louis City over time period for Juneteenth, as well as I have a resolution from the state regarding for the Color Troops Buffalo Soldiers Park, and I appreciate that. But more importantly, it's about information, network, and support. You know, we can get all the awards that we want, but we really have to keep spreading the word.
Okay, on that note, we'll have to take a break.
Behind me is the New Life Evangelistic Center administrative offices in Overland, Missouri. And this is where we shoot our shows for our worship shows and the Here's Help Network. And it's also where Zaki Baruti and Bernie Hayes shoot their shows. You can find all of these shows at the New Life Evangelistic Center app, the NLEC TV app. You can also access them on your tablet or on your computer. And this is how you can stay up to date with all the things that New Life Evangelistic Center is doing. There are so many different programs that we've got going on, and God is doing many exciting things through partners like you. So if you want to support the work that New Life is doing, then please access and give through the app. You can go online at nlecstl.org or give us a call at 314-421-3020. Again, 314-421-3020. But this is the best way to get plugged into the amazing work that New Life is doing through people like you. And so there is something for you to get involved in today. And we are so thankful for our partners. Only through the grace of God and your gift are we able to bless others today.
Martin Delaney was born an African-American abolitionist, the first African-American field officer in the U.S. Army, and one of the earliest African-Americans to encourage a return to Africa. Delaney was born in Charlestown, Virginia, now West Virginia, to a slave father and a free mother. His mother took the children to Pennsylvania in 1822 to avoid their enslavement and prosecution brought on by attempting to teach her children to read and write, which was illegal in the state of the time. In February 1865, after meeting President Abraham Lincoln to persuade the administration to create an all-black corps led by African-American officers, Delaney was commissioned a major in the 52nd U.S. Colored Troops Regiment. With that appointment, he became the first line officer in U.S. Army history. When Reconstruction began, Delaney was assigned to the Freedom Bureau in South Carolina. There he called for black pride, the enforcement of black civil rights, and the land of the freed people. Martin Delaney.
Welcome back to Conversation with Zaki Baruti. In studio with me is Dr. Carla Wright, and we've been looking at the Juneteenth parade and celebration. They'll be taking place on June the 20th. So you got to be there to salute those before us that paves the way for us to have some sense of freedom. So with that said, Coffee, exactly, did you mention the time frame when that's going to be taking place?
Well, again, it's Saturday, June 20th, the day before Father's Day, and the parade is going to kick off at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock p.m., and the event will go on in the park, in Beckett Park, right at the corner of Page and Taylor. It will continue until 6:30 p.m. But again, the parade will kick off at 1 o'clock p.m. So we're asking, it's a family-friendly event. So we want everyone to come out, enjoy yourself, network, support, and let's just exchange information.
Now, would there be seating arrangements, or should people bring lawn chairs?
I recommend you bring your lounge chair. We will have some picnic tables out there, but it's always great when you bring your own chairs, and you sit with who you want to sit with.
Right. And for the parade, is there an entry fee?
Well, if you want to advertise in a parade and promote your organization, unlike a lot of parades or $600, not us, not at all. $99 for the first vehicle, and we're encouraging you to bring 9 more absolutely free.
Okay.
$99 for the first vehicle, 9 free.
Okay.
You can't beat it. In addition to that, you get a minute on the mic, and you get to set up a table, an information table, right at the park to pass out and to further give your literature and information.
Okay, then. Now, doing the historical work that you're doing to preserve our history, you also are on the front line of dealing with some issues that still exist in this society that impacts our people, especially black and poor people. What has been your most recent battle, if you'd like to share? Because you are on the battlefront quite often, and I truly, truly publicly appreciate your efforts. You remind me of Harriet Tubman and I say Harriet Tubman, and Sojourner Truth.
Wow.
So what do you see one of the most pressing issues right now?
Wow. That would be, we're still dealing with the recovery of the tornado.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're dealing with that. We've been getting a lot of promises, but no delivery, And so.
And there's been a recent promise by the mayor to provide how much? About 150 million, supposedly?
Well, no, 110 million, but 11 of that 10 million is going on administration costs. One of my partners, Gwenny Pooh, she said she'll do it for a chicken wing. $11 million on administration costs. Are you serious? Mm-hmm. No, and so 70 million for homes and then another 30 million for businesses. That's not enough. And if that's all they can spare with the Rams money, then let's tap into the ARPA money, because according to my calculation, between now and December, which December, if it's not spent, if it's not all gone, it's going to go back. They would need to spend $600,000 a day. $600,000 a day in order to exhaust those funds. So they need to play catch up. And if it's only about 300,000 people in the city, simple math. Give each person $2,000 a day, and we got the money spent. Right. How about that?
Right.
And also we're dealing with the data centers. That's been a major fight as well.
And why is the data center issue?
Well, it's an issue because, for one thing, we know that it's going to increase our electricity bills and our water bills. And the water companies continues to go up. I know a lot of people that no longer have water. And a lot of us are on the verge of no longer continuing to have water just because of the exhausting prices of the water bill.
Okay, then. So that leads me to the question, and we can answer it within a short time after our break, why people should be involved. So we're going to take our quick break.
Since 1972, New Life Evangelistic Center has been on the front lines, reaching out, helping the hurting, the homeless, the fatherless, the widowed throughout mid-America. Yes, although it's had its roots in St. Louis, it now has expanded throughout mid-America into India and Africa, Haiti, and other places around the world. Oh, what a history New Life Evangelistic Center has. And we have many of these history books available to you, and they're right there on Amazon. And if we can help you get one of those, you contact us at 314-421-3020. But in addition to all that, we want to share a lot of that history with you right here as we take a look at how the work began and how the Lord has taken us throughout the years and the miracles that we have seen, all because of caring people like you. You're part of the history of the New Life Evangelistic Center. And we're believing that 2025 is the year that the center is going to become alive and seeing the Lord do exceedingly beyond we can even ask or think. We're on the verge of miracles. Yes, New Life Evangelistic Center has a rich history, but there's much more yet to come. And that's why I'm inviting you to familiarize yourself with the history of the past and be a part of the miracles of the present. Yes, let the Lord God Almighty work in you and through you. Let Him do exceedingly beyond what you can ask or think. He's got a purpose for you. And we want you to be able to live out that purpose as you get directly involved in the history of New Life Evangelistic Center and what the Lord is doing now.
Welcome back to Conversation with Zaki Baruti, and in studio with me is Dr. Carla Wright. We only have a couple more minutes. Real quick, why should people be involved in trying to make a difference in the community?
Well, we complain. We're always complaining about we don't like this, we don't like that. The politicians aren't doing this, they're not doing that. Well, then if you can do a better job, then you need to run. Or you need to support somebody that's running that believe in what you believe in or what you think should be changed. Otherwise, if you're not going to run, then at least financially support. Everybody needs to be a part of an organization that's progressive. And that's why we always say join UAPO, because we have a proven track record. UAPO has been around how many years?
37
years and still thriving, okay? Yeah. And I've been a proud member since 2014, so they was around long before I started, and I would like for them to continue even after I'm gone.
It will, because you're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
Okay, then. And time is almost out. Again, information about the upcoming parade and rally for Juneteenth.
All right, family. Once again, we're asking you to come out. Be a part of the Juneteenth holiday parade and celebration. We ask you to come out on Saturday, June 20th, the day before Father's Day. All fathers and father figures will be crowned. We got a crown for you because we respect you. We know that Father's Day is the least recognized day. According to Hallmark, they sell less greeting cards on Father's Day, more on Thanksgiving. So we crown every father. Okay.
I was just going to ask you, so every father that be in attendance, they'll be receiving a crown?
They're going to be receiving a crown.
Like the king they are, huh?
Like the king they are, and they get 1 minute on the mic to tell people how many people you are actually a father to, or a father figure to. So we give you your 1 minute of fame, brothers, because we respect and recognize you.
Well, we truly appreciate your efforts, Coffee. I know it's going to be very successful.
Thank you.
You keep up doing what you're doing, and like I said, you represent the best of people who fought for our liberation. And again, one last time, when is the parade and where they'll be meeting up at? And we're expecting people to turn out. And who are the people who are the officials? One more time.
Once again, Dr. Wright. I am the organizer of the Juneteenth Holiday Parade and Celebration, Saturday, June 20th, day before Father's Day, family. We're asking you to come out. Parade start at 1 o'clock. We're going to be between the 5,500 block of Page down to the 4,400 block of Page. Line up anywhere in between, family, and you will see the parade. It's going to be an awesome event. We have our king and queen. We have our grand master. We have our mascots. We have monuments in the parade. You'll get to see our reenactors, and we're just going to have a great time. It's a family fun event. Family, come on out. Join us. If you want to put your vehicles in the parade, be sure to call me, 314-769-6067, 314-769-6067. We'd like to see you there.
And you'll be having some cultural dances too.
Cultural, African dancers, drummers, families. It's all about information. It's about networking. It's about support.
Okay, and one last thing. You had made mention earlier in terms of people complaining about elected officials. Why is it important to vote and get involved in the political process?
Family, now more than ever, it's very important to vote. It doesn't cost you anything. Too many of our ancestors has lost their lives, were jailed, bitten by dogs and everything for us to have that right. Please, you have to vote, especially on the local level, but even now on the presidential level, family, on the national level, you have to vote. And not only should you vote, but take the responsibility of bringing 10 people. Make sure everybody in your phone do that. Make sure all your contacts are voting on election day. Make sure everybody is registered prior to the elections.
And know the issues.
And know the issues. And if you don't know the issues, find someone that you trust and respect and talk about it with them.
And on that note, she just laid it out like I always close out. Everyone need to make sure at every election you vote. Everyone need to belong to an organization that has a track record of speaking truth to power and working to uplift humanity. On that note, may God bless each and every one of you. And again, Dr. Carla Wright, thank you ever so much. Okay.
Thank you.